So, at what point do you, with everything, what point do you start taking music serious? Like, yo, let me get past the writing. Let me actually start going into the studio, recording.
Well, let me say this. First, for all the people watching that's thinking about college, go. Yeah. Street nigga, gang member, church boy, regular nigga, anime, whatever the fuck you into, music, go to college. Because what it is it expose you to many different types of people.
I agree.
And it's easy. Like, everybody think college is like, oh, you gotta be so smart to be. No, nigga, you don't. Nigga, listen. I barely went to class. I barely did anything through college, bro. If there was a way to rate it, say there's 10,000 hours in college.
Yeah.
9,000 of them hours, I was bullshitting. Damn. I swear to God. I swear to you, bro. Anytime I want to do a little paper or something, nigga, I get a little bitch. She types some bullshit up for me. Even if I got a C on that motherfucker, I ain't give a fuck, bro. Yeah. I pay a nigga $50. Bro, listen. Niggas is broke in college, bro. Sell some weed and get through it. Nigga, you can pay anybody to do any amount of shit that you want to do. And then the shit that you could do yourself, just do yourself. Even the shit that I didn't want to do, I could have did. But it's like science and fucking like cultures and human. Like, fuck all that shit,
wasn't
man.
Interested in.
Listen, bro, I ain't got time for this, man.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say, I start smoking weed with a whole bunch of niggas. You know, everybody creatives. Niggas make beats. Niggas do art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You in a room full of niggas that do a bunch of shit. One nigga's a fucking psych major. He doing, philosophy and shit. Niggas got everybody creative and shit. And niggas used to just smoke weed. Like, all day. My room, like, used to be the weed room. Like, niggas, all the bitches used to come to my room. All the niggas used to come to my room. And my room was not that big, but my shit had like 15 people in there. I used to tape up my door. I used to tape it up, duct tape all around it, nigga. Put duct tape around like a bowl, and then duct tape the fucking fire alarm. Bro, we used to smoke non-stop. I put a fan in my window. Bro, every time I got caught, niggas just smell weed in my room, but never caught niggas smoking. Because we ain't never really had no problem. But long story short, I used to just go up in there and I used to just freestyle and just say the hardest shit in the world. Niggas be like, hey, you go crazy, nigga. Yo, you need to start rapping like that. And I was like, damn. And then some of my shit be old written shit that I remember from back when. Some of the shit just be freestyle shit. Some of the shit just be some shit I wrote the other day.
Yeah.
And, the first couple times I went into the studio, like, it was just old shit I had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Old beats and shit like that. So, and that was probably when I was like 19. It was probably, the first time I was in the studio, I was probably like 18. Okay, 17, 18. The first time I was like in the studio and I was like, I'm going to take this shit serious. I was probably like 19, 20. You know what I mean?
Got you. Bet. I know eventually you become part of a group, ARNXW.
Right.
Was that how long after you got into the studio the first time did you eventually meet those guys to get into that group?
That was like 6 years later.
Oh, okay.
I finished school. I didn't graduate. I'm like 4 credits short.
Oh shit! You ever think about finishing up?
Yeah, of course. It's easy. I gotta do a foreign language. I failed Spanish twice. I couldn't get it, and that's one class I should have paid people for sure.
Big fan.
But I was trying to learn this shit. Like, I was trying to do it myself.
Okay.
And then what happened was, I'm gonna keep it real. So I failed Spanish 101 twice. So they don't let you take the same class 3 times. So I took Spanish 102, thinking that I could just go ahead and do it. So for you niggas who don't know,
that's harder, right?
It's harder. It's a level up, 101 to 102. So I went a level up, thinking, all right, I know enough. Even though I didn't pass it, I could still. And then it didn't. So yeah. So I'm just a foreign language class short, man. Okay. And I think about going back and doing it, but rap is working out.
Word.
So it's like,
Fuck it.
So yeah, man. So shit, like after school, I came back to the city. And I had a child, had my daughter, while I was still out in Buffalo. Because after I stopped going to school, I still lived out there for 2 more years.
Yeah.
And while I was out there, I started like trapping heavy. Like I wasn't on campus. I got kicked off campus for selling weed.
Yeah.
So I was just commuting for my last 2 years, but I wasn't far. I was like a stone's throw away. And yeah, man, I was commuting and just shit. Like, I don't know. My uncle started sending me weed from Cali at these incredible prices, like that niggas up there never even heard of. So, like, shit, I was just selling so much weed that I was like, man, I started doing the math. Like, okay, I'm going to school to be a teacher to make $28,000 a year.
Oh, that's what you wanted to do? Be a teacher?
Not really, but nigga, I was playing football, nigga.
Okay.
My coach used to say, what my coach used to say, he used to say, you always gotta remember, it's school first and football second.
Okay, wow.
Did you get that though?
Word. School. He said school first.
No, you gotta see my hands.
Okay.
School first.
I'm weak.
Football second.
That ass, right?
That's what he always used to say, bro.
Legit,
My coach used
right?
to always do that, bro. School first and football second. I used to be rolling like, yo, this nigga's a funny nigga. Yo, he died too. That's my offensive line coach, bro. He died, Coach Zinni. I heard he died, and he was a DUI. He died drunk, driving.
Wow.
But he was like 90, bro. He was like 90, no bullshit, bro. He went to college and he played on a Buffalo team that they made a movie about this. They went to the bowl game and they had like 2 black players and they wasn't going to allow them to play. Okay. So the whole team boycotted the bowl. And I don't know if they got them to play or they didn't play or whatever.
Why that shit sound like oh man!
Yeah,
remember the Titans? It remind me of Remember the Titans.
Shit like that, it's different though.
word.
And he was a part of that team. That shit. That's how old it was.
God.
Like niggas was still discriminating on football players back. That's how long ago he played. So that just give you an idea how old he was.
That's crazy.
When he died. Like he lived his life.
He lived his life. Wow.
Yeah, he definitely lived his life. But it was just an untimely death. You know, no matter how old you are, like it would have been way better to see that man die on his bed than to see him fucking flip his truck. But whatever. It happens like that sometimes, man.
But yeah, you saying like you started traveling out there, like how did you even get to I know you say your uncle was just saying,
I was already selling weed on campus.
Yeah.
So that was like, you know, everybody's dream, like any nigga in the streets dream is to like lock down a college campus.
Word.
Like I don't know why, but they know it's money there. And,
yeah.
Bro, let me tell you what I used to do. So I told you I went to college in Buffalo. So it's cold by October. Like the second week of October, it's break. Like we got coats. So we get to school in August, third week of August, all the students come. Bro, when I tell you I should just stand outside right in front of my building.
And just wait.
And I used to tell everybody I had weed. Yo, I got weed. Yo, I got weed. Yo, I got weed. It's college, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, who cares? Like nobody, not who cares about weed. Everybody cares about weed, but who cares? Like, if they don't smoke weed, they don't smoke weed. They just keep walking. Yo, I got weed. Yo, I got weed.
Facts.
Yo, any weed?
And you the only one. You like the only one.
Outside before they even get in the building.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, everybody on the whole shit had my number. And I was up, like I'm an up ass nigga. So I started playing football like my 3rd year in.
Because you was selling weed or
Nah, because I'm like, I want to fuck these bitches, nigga. I'm like, am I going to the NFL? No, alright, listen. I got bitches to fuck. I'm behind. I got studying to do. Weed to sell. Fuck all this football shit, nigga. Out here risking my life. Fuck that. Listen, one thing about K, nigga, I'm gonna make the logical move, my nigga. Fuck all that shit. Am I going? What they saying? No? I'm good.
Word.
Yeah, you might go all conference. They saying all conference. Say all that shit, man. All conference shit, man.
But what was that like for you, that time period of doing that over there?
Nigga, it was great until I got caught.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine.
It was great until I got caught. So then I was forced to move off campus. Now I'm in the street. Like on the block. And right up the block off the 2 blocks from the schools, all the niggas. Now I knew one of the niggas from he worked at the school, like he was like the nigga who made sandwiches and some shit like that. Okay. But I always ate sandwiches, so we just got wild cool. After he got off work, we used to smoke weed and dorm. I was that type of nigga, like fuck with everybody. And yeah, we used to smoke and shit. So when I moved off campus, I used to kick it with him in his crib, but it was just mad like hood, like niggas with dirty nails, no shirts on, like the jail underwear with the jean shorts, like this wild, crazy, broke swag. So I'm like, damn, son. So I'm like, yo, you think we can move weed? He like, nigga, what you think all these niggas be coming back here for? Weed. I'm like, what? He like, I told you I'd be trapping, nigga. What you thought I was lying because I'm a sandwich man? He said, you think I bought all this jewelry making sandwiches?
Making sandwiches?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, yeah, you got a point. And it was his aunt crib. And it was like a front house, and then they had like a back house. Like, it was weird. Like, Buffalo, they do this.
Yeah.
It was like a back house and a whole nother house in the back of the house. Like,
what the hell?
damn near like the guest house type shit, but a regular size house. And it was a trap, son. So I was already there with the nigga. So shit.
Might as well.
Word. At first I was bringing little zips. He was like, man, we can't do that with this shit, man. Then my uncle started sending them shits for 1,100, 1,000. This is back in, I want to say 2016, no, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2011, 2012. Damn, I'm an old nigga, damn, that's crazy. 2011, 2012, niggas wasn't seeing those numbers in Buffalo, bro. That was like unheard of.
Yeah.
Man, I was giving them shits away for 16, 17, and still making 6, 7 points. Nigga, what? I was going crazy. And he was sending them shits. Them shits was landing. Boop, boop, boop. I started giving him other addies. Boop, 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 boop. Nigga, I was going crazy. And then, you know, you start making a little bit of money. You start going out in the town. Them niggas start taking me out.
Yeah.
I start seeing who's who, what's what. I start mixing up with other niggas in other hoods. Start going to the studio out there. You know, just start getting in the mix type shit, you know. And I'm a cool nigga. I'm a real malleable nigga. You feel me? So it ain't hard for me to make friends in certain places and shit like that. So before you knew it, I knew niggas in the town. I was fucking bitches from the town. I'm just in the mix now, like at the club, popping it up, like you know what I'm saying. A lot of niggas out there with a lot of money. You know what I mean? You could tell. So I just get in the mix. Word.
Yeah, that's what's up. And after that, around that time, I know you was talking about when you linked up with ARNXW and all that.
So that's after that, pretty much.
Okay.
After I got my money up and shit, I came back home. You know, my plan was to get an apartment. I wound up living with my mom's again. That shit was trash. Cause I just had my own crib, my own everything. You feel me? And I go back home and shit. That's because I got evicted out my crib. But that's a whole other story. Shit. So I come back home. I start fucking around. Now, funny thing is I had met Solo because he came up to visit one of his homeboys.
Oh, the Buff.
To Buffalo.
Okay,
and went to my school.
Okay.
And I bumped into the nigga. Like, I was like, yo, I got weed. He like, oh, I got weed. I'm like, you ain't got the weed I got. He like, let's find out. I'm like, come on, let's go. Yeah. That's how I met Solo.
That's hilarious.
He came up to my room and we freestyled for like 3 hours and smoked mad bud. And my weed was better, of course. Yeah, I was the nigga on campus with the fly weed. Like I had a Jewish nigga who went to school. I went to school with.
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga used to have all the weed, but I'm getting off track. So I met Solo there, and then when I came back, you know, I was in the studio just doing shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, listen, if you want to do this, you want to do that, fuck with me. He like, yeah, come fuck with me. I got a group, so he brought me around niggas. I start fucking with niggas regularly, and then one day I did the song Chopper.
Yeah.
And I brought them. They was in the studio with me, and they like, yo, let me get on the song. And I'm like, yo, this shit too hard. Like I'm trying to keep this for myself.
Yeah.
Like, yo, nah, chill. Like, So both them niggas got on the shit, and before you know it, nigga, we was on the road.